Alright, everybody. Today we're going to be completing Assassin's Creed Revelations. But today we're going to be doing two streams. And approximately, say about 8 hours. 8 hours. 7.5 to 8 hours from now. We'll be streaming the Summer Gates event now. Come on, come and watch that if you want now. There's a good chance people will watch that. But I'm going to stream it either way. So, want to see my opinion? Come and join us. But if not, no. That's the plan. And I also want to bring this up as well in this live stream, since I probably won't make a video on the subject. The Ant-Man getting like demonetized and all that because of drama that's going on YouTube is so stupid. And so many people say, "Oh, there's not a competitor to YouTube. There's not a competitor to YouTube. So you should be doing what the hell they want." Wrong. Well, there's honesty. Rumble. Say it goes to Twitter and that, you got Gab, you got all that stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you got all that. You got all those other platforms that are not controlled by big, massive companies. They won't just ban you for no reason. Now, you might be like, why don't I use honesty and Rumble? Well, truth be told, the reason why I don't use it, well, because honesty is rubbish. It's shit to content creators. They don't already have a, what's it called? Someone I'm looking for. It's worse than YouTube when it comes to content creators that don't actually have a channel. And it is going to this. So that's pretty much the reason why I don't use it. No. Put my mind use it.
Earned your rest, brother. Requiescat in pace.
Brothers, sisters, the whole city rises against us, while Yusuf's murderer waits and watches from the arsenal, laughing. Fight with me, and show him what it means to cross the assassins.
Let's go. Oh, look at these. You will not mess with me. I like how they're just shooting through the walls.
Where is she?
Such fury.
Where is she?
If you think you are in a position to negotiate, kill me and be done with it. I am sorry it had to come to this. Two men who should be friends, quarreling over the keys to a library. We both strive for the same end, Ezio. Only our methods differ. Do you not see that? Peace, stability, a world where men live without fear. People desire the truth, yes. But even when they have it, they refuse to look. How do we fight this kind of ignorance?
Liberty can be messy, Ahmed, but it is priceless.
Of course. And when things fall apart, and the lights of civilization dim, Ezio Auditore can stand above the darkness and say proudly, I stayed true to my creed. I will open that library, and I will find the Grand Temple. And with the power that is hidden there, I will destroy the superstitions that keep men divided.
Not in this life, Ahmed.
Bring the seals to Galata Tower when you are ready. Do this, and Sophia will be spared. My brother's army will be here soon, Ezio. After that, everything changes.
How long have you been here?
Long enough. I had Ahmed dead as soon as he returned. But I never expected to hear all this.
And what do you think?
He is a sincere man. But this Templar fantasy of his is dangerous. It flies in the face of reality. The world is a tapestry of many colors and patterns. A just leader would celebrate this, not seek to unravel it.
He fears the disorder that comes from difference.
That is why we make laws to live by. A qanun that applies to all in equal measure.
Shahzadem, stand back!
Hold, soldier! This man is not our enemy.
What a challenge it would be to have a son like you.
You are not dead yet, old friend. Ezio, spare my uncle if you can.
Would your father?
No.
Interesting. You run like 100 meters. Obviously, going to spend my 80 right up. And he's dead. So where are you going for the main mission? So fast travel nearby. There is. Are we all the way back to the base? Alright, we use fast travel. So as I said, there will be 2 streams today. I don't know how long the Summer Game Fest event's going to be. It might be a 2.5 to 3 hour stream. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe going 3 hours actually. As I said, we'll be starting at 7 o'clock at night UK time, BST. Eastern time, 2 PM, Pacific Standard Time 11. If you don't know, if you're living in the time zone, then that, just search it up. Convert it to your time zone. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, we go. Shape exchange.
I am top dog here. No man can beat me.
Get up, dude. Gotta go, you man.
Mentor?
Now should be a time for remembrance and mourning, I know. But our enemies do not permit us that luxury. Yusuf thought highly of you, assassin. And I find no reason to second-guess this judgment. Do you have it in your heart to lead these men and women, and to maintain the dignity of our order, as Yusuf did with such passion?
It would be an honor.
Bene, I am glad. Our enemy is close. Take positions around the tower, and wait for my command.
Ibn Rashid himself could have treated you no better. I make you
There goes some relics.
Where is she?
I admire you, Ezio. But your bloodlust makes it hard to call you a friend.
Bloodlust. A strange insult from the man who ordered an attack on his own nephew.
He was to be kidnapped, Ezio, not killed.
I see. Kidnapped by the Byzantines, so that his uncle could rescue him and be heralded a hero.
More or less. Now, the keys.
First, the girl.
She's all yours.
Sophia!
Tell your men to back off. She's all yours.
Yeah. Why are we getting timed for this part? I know it's game logic, but why? Why though? Team. Can't go back. And guess what?
Dalazione.
Teşekkürler efendim. Çok teşekkürler.
Here we go, take advantage of the parachute. Oh, that's right, stupid.
Are you hurt?
Not hurt, but very confused.
I did not mean to drag you into this. I'm sorry.
You're not responsible for the actions of other men.
All this will be over soon, but I need to recover what they have taken.
I do not understand what is happening. Ezio, who are these men?
Run!
It changes it to white rather than doesn't it? It's a bit cooler than what it was an hour back.
We are close. Keep steady.
Well, well. You have come to see me off.
Hold on! Hang on, Sophia!
Look out! Ezio!
Oh.
Are you hurt, Sophia?
I don't think so.
Hold on!
Obviously.
Once you get the maintenance now. Jesus. Ah,
Va bene. I am all right.
gonna hit me eventually.
Soldiers, up ahead!
I see them.
Come on, game.
Forgive me.
Sophia, you must be
No,
careful!
I know.
Steel yourself, Sophia! More soldiers!
Nah, that's just the one. Yes, I got it. Somehow that kills him, but. I mean, also, I guess it's a nice hit.
Faster!
Dead. Ah, man, really?
Out of the road!
What are you doing?
Need a shortcut.
Keeping us on track.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Oh my. Please move.
Your determination will be charming. It was not so infuriating.
Come on.
Incompetent children! Where did you learn to fight?
Just attenuate our horses in this game. You just don't ride any horses in this game.
Ezio, look.
You have been a thorn in my side.
Wow. Go, Ezio. I'm fine.
Here we go. pretty fast. Ow. I don't get that. I don't get that. What's RG? I don't even know PlayStation controllers. That's why I prefer PlayStation controllers. I never know what they are, even though I look at them. That was a bomb box. Even though I've used the Xbox controller for so long, I still don't know what the buttons are. Just because I've used the PlayStation controller for like
So what now, Ezio?
pretty much rest of my life.
How does this end?
I am wondering that myself.
We did it.
Oh!
Soldiers! Selim is not your master! You serve the Sultan! You carry out his command alone! Where is he? Where is the Sultan?
He stands before you, brother. Father made his choice.
Selim! Stop! Please!
So, you are the assassin. Ezio Auditore. I am Selim, Suleiman's father. He speaks quite highly of you.
He is a remarkable boy with a magnificent mind.
Were it not for his endorsement, I would have you killed where you stand. Leave this place. Do not return.
You did the right thing, Ezio. This is not your fight.
But where does one end and the next begin?
It's like other assassins. If it's not that, like, if you see a bunch of guys running around the hood, you instantly think, oh, they must be hostile. That's what I'd probably think myself.
Bill, good to see you. Listen, we've got a customs officer waiting to talk to everyone.
I hope you have something for us.
Absolutely. Passports and papers for everyone.
Ah, brilliant. So I'm what? A neurosurgeon now, am I?
You're a medical team from SUNY Upstate. Just back from Rome with your patient. Experimental gene therapy.
Good work. Let's get this over with.
Wait, look! This is crazy!
What's wrong?
I'm not sure, but Desmond's brain is lighting up like a string of firecrackers.
Not sure what's going on, but Desmond's brain is being crazy.
Here it comes. What is that? What's going on? This is the end, Desmond. Scheduled for deletion. What are you doing? What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Don't do this. I'm saving you, idiot! Go! Go!
I write these lines with a steady hand and a light heart. We are in Acre now, Sophia and I, with the 5 Masyaf keys in our possession, and all the time in the world. Sophia is a seasoned traveler and a fine companion to have so far from home. Tomorrow we will make our way to Masyaf, and once there, into Altair's library, to fulfill our father's forgotten dream. Forgive the shortness of this letter, dear sister, for it is late, and we are tired. Perhaps, with luck, the next words you hear from me will be in person. Con affetto, Ezio.
Wouldn't it take ages for like the right to get somewhere else? Here we are. This castle where it all began. I thought I would bring this to this one. Not written by the same people.
Over here. Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn La'ahad. He built us up, then set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself, and let them go. The end of the road.
Here we go, puzzle time.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
I see.
Those diagrams look like constellations, Ezio. Capricorn, the Eagle, the Sagittarius. Perhaps the keys belong to one of them.
Gee, it looks like it's cool, yeah, but I suppose not. I'm terrible at puzzles, by the way. Really bad at puzzles and games.
You have 5 keys, so they must fit a constellation with only 5 stars, no?
Doesn't make sense. That does not make sense at all. Alright. That looks right. That looks potentially right. That looks wrong. I did it. Then this one. Yeah.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
Land. I used to, by the way, I'm not doing that, he's doing it himself. Got a classic AC1 sound.
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio.
Visual skills still intact. Sweet legit.
Requiescat in pace, Altair.
Open shit like
You
that.
have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you build a library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden, Darim. Far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
I'm pretty sure I'll tell you, for some reason it doesn't say that in the cutscene. It seems to make a literally PG version. But I'm pretty sure it's 98 years old in this cutscene. Which, the Chronicle is in the canon, the assassin
Much
universe.
wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
So
What
technically
happens
it's...
to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
So pretty much,
Get rid of that thing!
okay, so pretty much,
It's my duty, Maria.
keeps talking. So pretty much, I'll do you.
If you are asked, say I sent the apple away. Tell them I sent it to Cyprus or Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
So I was gonna say, yeah, I'm pretty sure Altier's like 90 years old or something. It might be young, but I might be off by a few years. But that means the Assassin's Creed universe is like the second oldest assassin. Technically, I would say the first oldest because having that staff that keeps you alive for centuries, I don't really. I think that's just fiction. I know this is fiction in the first place, but that makes even less sense. So I'd probably say he's the oldest. He lived the longest. Unlike my boy Ezio, which died when he was 65 or something like that. Which is kind of actually quite still impressive for that generation. 98 back in the 1200th century, 1300th century. Jeez. That's a very long time to live back then. Like 1 out of a million, I'm pretty sure it was back then, to live that long. Nowadays, kind of switches people off to what it is. 5 seconds. Back then it wasn't. But then you're lucky if you swipe off on it. Remember that it's supposed to be.
Another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough.
Imagine if you did pick it up.
Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are.
It's actually that long,
by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. That I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? To speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
They just seen him pop up later.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world.
Save them.
We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
The world ended. This is still 2012. Right. They believe in that consideration if you went back to 2012, like the world was going to end in 2012. I don't know why. Like, I'd probably be more likely to believe that 2000 was the end than the 2012. But I remember that being such a big deal. Like, the world's going to end in 2012! To be honest, I think the world will probably end one day eventually. Not in my lifetime. Probably not in my... Not for at least another 10,000 years. I think. At least. Not... Hopefully not, man. The only time maybe the world could end at night time is maybe we can look at each other. But I don't see the world ending. I think it's more likely to be invaded by aliens, personally, than this happening. But that's just the way I think of it. And I think by the time this happens there, we will have galactic, I don't know, exploration or something. I reckon in the next few centuries, we'll have discovered a way to live on Mars. Probably fine. Might be a bit exaggerated to think like that, but... So this doesn't really make sense. There's...
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together.
Yeah, this is why I put my shirts
to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored.
Don't speak Russian. Dushka the Dushko and know the Russian.
My words. Pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end.
That's like Russian.
Either in my time or yours.
I will translate that once I finish the stream.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.
So here we go. The next guy, which we will play the next game eventually, which is Assassin's Creed 3. But as I said, when it comes to playthroughs and that, we're going to take a little break from the AC trilogy. Can I skip it? No, it's not. I can't remember what this discusses. So let's talk. Right, I'll work about the game. So it's been an issue, but it's been talking about. So what's the plan? So let's talk about the next few playthrough plans. So the next playthrough is going to be Borderlands 2. I think we're going to skip GTA this time. And we know a lot of GTA games. And after that, we're doing Call of Duty World at War. Then we're doing Infinite Trilogy. That's what we would be placing the Assassin's Creed trilogy for the time being. We will be doing the Infinite Trilogy, which will be doing that PlayStation 3. We're doing the first 3 games at least. Not Desmond, what's his name? Paul McGrath's trilogy. We're doing that. That's going to be replacement for Assassin's Creed for the time being. And when we've done that, like 1, 2 and Festival Blood, then we'll come back to this. We'll do this. So that's the plan when it comes to Assassin's Creed games. I think these are the strongest Assassin's Creed games personally when it comes to the story. The character development, eventually we'll do a translator Rupert, translate what this guy said. I know translating is not the best. Good day. I don't know. Well, good day to you too. Sorry, I can understand the Russian. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I just worry a wee bit when people speak out loud. I mean, see if you if you straight up tell me to fuck off in the chat in the stream, then I'll probably shout at you back. If you do it in another language, it is English, I'll probably ban. Because then you take the piss. Because probably people that shit talk us all the time in that language, just maybe don't understand. But that's it. Good day to you. If you understand that. If you understand that good show. Yeah, Summer Game Fest. So we'll be starting Summer Game Fest probably about 10 to or 5 to 7 at night on 7 hours. From 7 hours from now, we'll be starting Summer Game Fest. We'll be reacting to that. The event, I think it's 2 hours, 3 hours introduction. We're going to get to see some new games, some new kill games. Now, I won't be talking as much, and I don't really expect to get any viewers on that stream, but we're doing it anyway. No stream plans for Friday this week. We're going to take Friday off. We're taking Friday off. As for what's after Friday? Saturday, we may have a stream on Saturday. Probably not. Possibly. Maybe we will, maybe we don't. But we'll have a stream 100% on Sunday because we'll react to the Xbox Fiesta event. Then after that, don't really have much plans after that actually. Yeah. That's about it when it comes to content over the next few weeks. I'm going to show you real quick all the Assassin's games I have. So these are the other Assassin's games I'm going to play. Some of these, we'll never play all of them. Then maybe we'll do the Far Cry franchise as well. Just 75% off. Don't kill something. That's a plan at least. And I'm really looking forward to Black Flag when we get to that game. And just the other games I'm like, I'm kind of more mixed what my opinions are on the other games, but more about that when we get to. And as it comes to the Far Cry children, do that eventually. 2 versions of Far Cry 3, but it doesn't matter. So that's plan of action when it comes to content at least. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here because I want to save my energy for 7 hours. And I'm not streaming for 7 hours to wait for the Summer Game Fest. Fuck that. And yeah. I do have a link. No, do I have a link to my elections? No, I have a link to. No, I don't have a link to Odyssey. I actually need to put up my elections. So yeah, we'll be back in 7 hours, and I'll see you all next time. See you in 7 hours if I don't, and then I'll see you in my next playthrough. So